we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through, no limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Good morning. Welcome to another vloggy video. You guys really seemed to enjoy the last one. So I wanted to start it off this kind of gray Monday morning by welcoming you all. Welcome to any new viewers. Welcome to our returning viewers. My name is Tasha, and along with my husband, we are the humans behind Frogget Yarns, Hand-Dyed Yarns, and Mobile Yarn Truck. And instead of a podcast this week, I thought I'd do another vlog type video where you just spend a few days with me around the house, running the business. Unfortunately, I did not film. I packed up all of your spring book box orders this morning, but I didn't film it because I was in my pajamas and looked like a cave troll. So, yeah. So I will show you the stack. All the ones that we sold will go out today. Mr. Frogget will come and get them this afternoon when he's done his errands for today. So it's actually not a busy work week this week. It's mostly admin. I have 0 dye days scheduled this week unless we get a special order or a wholesale order or something like that, because we need to buckle down and take inventory of the trailer. It's time to make the master list. It's time to figure out what needs dyed, how much needs dyed, and then place a giant base order so that next week we can lock in and spend the whole week dyeing yarn for the trailer to get it restocked. I know we still have time. It's only the beginning of March. It's literally March 2nd. But our grandson is due this month, and I know we're going to take some time off to spend with him and our daughter and her husband once he's here. So I want to make sure that the trailer is in good shape stock-wise. And we still have all of April as well, because our first show is not until April 25th in Frederick. So we have plenty of time. I just like to be ahead of the game. I don't like to be, 2 weeks out from a show and we realize, shoot, we have a lot of yarn to dye. So, welcome to the dining room table. It seems to be where we always meet. I am eating my breakfast. As you saw, I made another cup of tea. I made a slice of sourdough toast with some butter and jelly. You guys, I think I figured out the sourdough. I didn't show you. 2 weeks ago, I made a double batch, so 2 loaves. And I think I figured out that I like my sourdough to be super, super thick when I feed it. It takes longer to become active, but when it does become active, it's so much stronger and it's not acidic. And so today, I fed Frodo yesterday. I showed you there was literally scraps left when I emptied the jar this morning for the batch. I had to put in some warm water, shake it, scrape it down, and then add in my flour till I got the consistency that I like and refeed him because he was empty. I do have another one in the fridge that I named Bilbo Baguettes. And I swapped them out. So next time when I bake, I will use that one. I actually should pull him out and feed him, but I want to make some sourdough chocolate chip cookies. I found a really cool recipe. Actually, you just use the discard, but I forgot to get chocolate chips at the grocery store yesterday. So we have a few things on my list to do today. How about your Mug Watch Monday? I pulled out all the spring mugs. Y'all, I'm over it. I'm over winter. So I pulled out my spring mugs. This is one of my very first, actually the very first that I purchased from Seasoned Pottery. And it's just these beautiful wildflowers. Yeah, that was the gateway mug into all of her other beautiful mugs. So it is a Monday morning. I will take you along with me for the week. Like I said, I'm not expecting there to be any dyeing. But these vlogs help me bridge the gap when there's not a lot of knitting happening. And it gives you something different to watch other than me sitting on the sofa yapping about the same 2 or 3 projects. So, I just noticed, let me show you my Christmas cactus, which I actually think is a Thanksgiving cactus, is gonna bloom. Look at all those beautiful buds. Oh, that's so exciting. She's looking grand. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm done stretching and folding and kneading the dough. So it's just now gonna sit on the stovetop until probably dinner time. I'm gonna attempt a same day bake since I fed my starter yesterday, like mid to late afternoon. And because I feed it heavy, it takes a longer time to rise. But this morning it was still rising. It had not deflated. So he was very, very active. And so I'm just going to try a same day bake. I feel like they don't need to go in the fridge. Once my dough has doubled, it's ready to bake. Fold it up, pop it in the oven. So we will have fresh sourdough by dinner. The last ones that I made, we kept one out and I sliced the second one in a bunch of slices. I put parchment paper between each slice, popped it into a large freezer bag and popped it in the freezer. And you guys, when I took it out, it was fresh and springy. Now mine is toast. It was fresh as the day I made it. So if I can make 2 loaves at a time and constantly keep one in the freezer, even if I put them both in the freezer and we only want a couple of slices, they last for, I think, a month, 1 to 2 months in the freezer. Great. I may never have to buy bread again. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast and I will catch up with you. I'm not sure what the plan for today is now that my work is done. The only other thing I have to do is type up the newsletter that will go out tomorrow. There are still 8 spring book boxes left as of Monday, March 2nd. So you won't see this till Saturday. So maybe check the website. I'm going to hit the promos hard this week to sell them. If it seems like I'm having trouble selling them, then I'll have to drop the numbers down for the next one, the summer one, because I don't want to be left with these book boxes. So we tried 25. It may be that I have to do just 20. So we'll see. So yeah, I think there's, it might be like a bookish day. How does that sound? I have a stack of books I want to take to a couple of little free libraries. So we might do that when I'm done eating. We'll see. We'll see. But welcome to a little spend a few days with me vlog. And I'll catch up with you later. To show you, I did pick up another rotating bookshelf. My other 2 were full. I don't love it here because there's a picture behind it that's covered up. So I gotta find a different place for it. It's barely full, and that's just me thinning out some of my other shelves. But hi, Koopy. Say hi to the vlog. Say hi. My name's Cooper. Here comes Tucker, my boy. Okay, we're in the car. I'm gonna run to, I think, 2 little free libraries. I think I'll split my bag of books between the 2 because the one that I want to go to is like a triple decker. So yeah, so let's go. I'm in the car. We'll go do a little joy spreading. This is the way that I like to spread joy. I like to take the books that I bought that I've either read and don't plan to read again, or DNF'd, or they were the indie versions and I now own like a newer version, and I like to pop them in the little free libraries for someone else to enjoy. So let's spread a little kindness today. Give someone else a pick-me-up that they might be needing when they come to the little free libraries and look for their next book. So I'll take you with me and I'll show you the two little free libraries that are closest to me. The one is literally like 2 minutes away. It's down by our post office, and the other one's just slightly a bit further. So let's go. So we're home. I went to 3 different little free libraries. I forgot there was one just a little ways up from the one that's closest to me. And I had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 books. So I just distributed some in each one. And that makes my heart feel good that I can share those books that I no longer need with someone else. So we're back home, and I think now we're going to do a little plying. I'll take you out here because if you saw on the last podcast, I finished the second ply of my sweater spin Koopy. I just yesterday finished Koopy, stop, the 3rd ply, and so now I can ply all 3 of my bobbins, here's 2 of them, together and start making yarn for my sweater. So let me get set up and I'm going to ply this yarn together.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Okay, the lighting's gonna suck, but my first 3 bumps of my sweater spin are spun and plied. Should be about 12 ounces of fiber. Also, did you see how good my bread looked? Oh, so excited. This took hours, by the way. Thank God for the new second half of Bridgerton, because that's what I've been watching while I've been plying that up. But now my shoulder hurts, so I won't be winding that off tonight. I'm gonna finish Bridgerton. We just ate dinner. We had breakfast for dinner with sourdough toast, of course. And yeah, I'm gonna let those loaves rest and might make a cup of tea and chill with Mr. Froggett. So if I don't check in anymore today, then I will see you tomorrow when we are taking inventory in the trailer. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We meet again at the dining room table. How about, I always do that wrong. How about a mug watch Tuesday? I've got my stockinette heart from Golden Earth Designs. I just made a second cup of tea. We just came inside from the trailer, doing the big list. What needs dyed? How many empty hooks do we have? How many extras do we need on each base? All of the stuff. We've got to prep. So I've got all of my pages here. 4 pages of notes and every single base and every single color that I have to dye. And now I've got to turn that all into one giant master list. And yeah, we've got some decisions to make because we had plans to bring in a new base this year, a new non-superwash base in 2 weights, fingering and DK. It's actually the base that I'm using in my metamorphic, but I don't know. We have already been through 5 non-superwash bases, all of super high quality, super amazing bases, and all 5 of them have flopped. So I'm not feeling confident about bringing in a 6th and investing the money and the time to dye it all up for it to flop. So that may be getting the axe, especially if this is our last year on the road. I find it incredibly hard to sell a non-superwash online only because I get the comments of, oh, well, I'd rather see it and feel it, but the bigger dye houses have their non-superwash bases and they sell out. So I don't have the name behind me, I guess. So yeah, the Corriedale base, the non-superwash, may not be coming in because, again, it's, you know, a few $1,000s of investment to get enough base in, to dye enough colors on it, to have it ready to go in the trailer for it to sell. I don't know how shows are going to be this year. Yeah, I don't know. Last spring we had great, amazing sales numbers at shows, and it kind of dipped for our fall shows, which usually our fall shows are always better than our spring shows. And yeah, with the state of the world right now, I don't know what to expect going into show season. So we've got our list. I have to put it into something manageable. And yeah, we will continue to have the conversation about what to do in the trailer. It may just be that we expand the color range on some of our existing bases and not worry about the non-superwash, because we do also want to have a section for our fiber, which people are loving. So that may be the route that we take, especially since we're not committing to shows next year. So this is looking like it'll be our last year traveling on the road. So that's a pretty heavy Tuesday morning discussion. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I did not film any B-roll of us in the trailer because it's literally me sitting at the checkout counter, writing down everything as Brian walks up and down the trailer, counts the hooks, calls out color names, calls out bases. There's nothing to see. Newsletter went out this morning and we sold a couple of more book boxes, so that's good. I think we're down to, we had 8 left, 7 left. I think there's only 4 left now, 3 or 4. So yeah, slower than I thought. It may be that I have to adjust the numbers for the summer box and pop us back down to 20, because I don't want to sit on them, and I don't know what to do with all of the stuff that's inside. I don't need 5 copies of the same book. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll see how long it takes to hopefully sell all 25 of the spring boxes. And if I feel like, no, that took too long, it may be that we go back to our magical number of 20 that we did for Frog and Toad and that we did for Christmas, and leave it at that. So again, all things, you know, this is the side of the business that is not the fun side. All of the admin crap and the numbers crap, and, you know, why isn't, you know, my stuff selling, but so-and-so can put out, you know, a freaking 12 to 18 week pre-order for yarn, and everyone's like obsessed to wait 3 to 5 months for yarn. Not something I'll ever do other than Advents. So that's a topic for a different day. So I'm going to eat my breakfast, drink my cup of tea, work on my master list, and then we will go pack up the orders for those boxes that came in. And Mr. Foggett's going to wait to make a post office run until this afternoon, just to give everyone time to see the newsletter, open it, decide if they want one, all that fun stuff. So you are currently sitting on my March TBR, which I will share with you later on. I'll share what I've chosen. I went completely off the rails because March is my birthday month. So I just walked through. I did not use Mr. Froggy, the TBR jar with the prompts. I just walked through my books, went to each shelf, spun them around, and whatever caught my eye that I'm like, yes, I want to read that now. That's what I picked because I can. So yeah, that was a 7-minute intro. Yeah, I will catch up with you later. I will show you, what am I going to show you? I have no idea. Oh, I'll show you my March TBR, and I'll show you some knitting progress updates after I eat my breakfast. Okay, bye. I finished my breakfast. I created the post for the March Club Color reveal. I have downloaded all of the clips that I took yesterday so I can start editing the vlog so it's not so much to edit all at one time. But Mr. Foggett is still out of the house, so I thought I would take the opportunity to share my March TBR. Since it is my birthday month, I did not pull prompts. I just went around and chose whatever caught my eye, whatever I was feeling like reading. So let me share that with you. First and foremost is Never Ever After. I've already started this. I am listening to this. I love the narrator that narrates Sue Lynn Tan's books, and I really enjoy them in audio format. So already started that. I don't know where to put it. I have A Reign of Rose. This is book 3 of the Sacred Stones trilogy. I'm a lot further than that. Let me check my Kindle. I am on chapter 20, which this is such a, oh, I'm like way further than that. This is such a fast read. Yeah, so I am almost halfway. So I'm going to finish that. I'm loving reading that right before bed. I pulled Howl's Moving Castle. If you watched the last podcast, this was a new book. Brian treated me to a trip to the bookstore because I palled around with him doing estate stuff. So I want to read that. I pulled Kissed by the Gods by Katie Rogan. This has just been everywhere on my feed lately, and I just would love to read it. I've heard great, great things, so I would really love to read that one. I pulled Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. This is my Allurial edition from September of 2025. So it's a gorgeous edition, and this is a standalone, like, gods, and it's a romantasy. And then I also pulled from that same new book haul Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson. This is just calling to me for whatever reason. I've not read any Brandon Sanderson before, but I've heard really good things about this one, and it's, you know, kind of a standalone. It doesn't go with all of his other, I don't know, 57 other novels and the big, what do they call it? The Cosmere. I think it's like a Cosmere novel, but it doesn't go with any of the other series. I also, excuse me, have our book box book, our spring book box book. But if I don't get to this one in March, this is fine. I want to read this before the summer book box comes out in June. So I have 3 months to read this. March, April, or May. I don't care. It's 200 pages, so it probably won't take long. Maybe I'll take an afternoon and just sit and read it, but that's on the stack as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total on the stack. That's a lot. But like I said, I'm halfway through Reign of Rose. I don't know how far I am through Never Ever After. I'm listening to it on audio. And I don't remember what chapter I'm on. And I can't check because I use my phone. Oh, maybe I'll have to go check. Hold on. Okay, I checked, and I am on chapter 11, part 2. Part 2 is called, oh, it doesn't have a name. I'm on part 2, chapter 11. So it's only March the 3rd. I'm doing great. And this is just, you know, what I want to choose from. If I don't get to it all, I don't get to it all. Not a big deal. So that's the book update. I need to go update my reading journal because I have not made the list of anticipated releases for March. So I like to jot those down so that if I'm out and about or I'm heading to a bookstore, I can see what I'm actually supposed to be looking for. Otherwise, it gets a little chaotic. Okay, but first, I still have not done the master list yet. I've been thinking of 3,000 other things to do. Because I know that when this list is done, I have to place a huge, huge base order. And I really don't want to. But that's the cost of doing business, right? So, yeah, I'm going to set you right here. So yeah, I have to take all of this, put it into one master list, and then go check my base, see what I need to be able to dye all of this, because we will start this next week, because it'll take a couple of days for my base to come, and yeah, we'll start fresh next week. All right, Mr. Froggett's home.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the could see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. If the wind could spread your love, what if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word.
Okay, we're back. I ran homemade pot pie and a fresh loaf of sourdough that I made yesterday over to my parents for dinner for them. So yeah, it's just a little errand I wanted to do. So that's done and I feel good. They have a nice meal and yeah, just doing my part to be kind and share the love. So thanks for going along with me for that task.
Had more of your smile. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I haven't checked in yet because Mr. Froggett just left. I did show you, I mixed up the dough for the bread. All of my stretch and folds are done. All of my coil folds are done. So now it just sits there for the rest of the day. It's 11 o'clock, so probably by 4 or 5 o'clock, I'll be able to bake it and I'll have 2 new loaves of bread. So yesterday I ran a loaf of sourdough plus some homemade chicken pot pie over to my parents because we had a bunch of leftovers. So yeah, the morning is slipping away. I did all my final counts for my base order, and we figured out, I think we have a good plan for the trailer. Yeah. So now I'm going to take a little break and we're going to go on a little field trip. The boys are having their morning cuddle. I have a box to drop off at the post office on our way out. There are 3 book boxes left as of Wednesday morning. I will probably make that my post today. It was hair wash day, so we're a little poofy. I thought I was gonna let it grow out, but now I think it's too much hair. I think it's time to get it cut back. So anyway, that's a different topic. So I'm gonna get myself ready. We're gonna leave the house. Brian just left to go run some errands, so we're gonna leave to go run some errands, and then we'll come back. I'll come back. I do have a knitting update for you and an acquisition that arrived, so I want to share that with you. So yeah, let's get out of the house on this dreary, rainy Wednesday morning.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me. stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. So lucky, still can't believe you love me. Falling into your arms, dancing up in the stars. Nowhere I'd rather be than with you. Feel so lucky, still can't believe you love me. Can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky, still can't believe you love me.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. I know I didn't talk to you much yesterday. There was a lot of just doing stuff footage. Mr. Froggett was home most of the day. Excuse me. And the little bit of time that he was gone, I was also gone. That's when we went to the bookstore. So welcome to Thursday. How about a Thursday mug watch? I pulled out, I pulled out all the spring mugs. So this is from Shelby Beavin Designs on Etsy. She'll be linked below. I have a winter mug, a fall mug, and this beautiful spring mug. So I'm still on my first cup of tea, which is unheard of, but yeah, sitting down to breakfast. I just got myself ready for the day. I'm gonna put on some recovery splints. I'm having a lot of pain just here. And I don't know what from. I haven't been overdoing it on knitting. I'm not sure what's going on. I did order a different splint because this one restricts my thumb movement. Like, I don't know, like I can't knit with this one, but it works in a pinch. So we'll put it on for a little bit. It just provides some support, and I'm guessing that's what my hands are needing. Just a little bit of support. So what's going on today? Today is the last day that I'm gonna film. I have everything edited from Monday and Tuesday. I did upload yesterday's footage this morning, so I will work on that today as well. And then, yeah, I'll film whatever today holds, get that edited, do the final edits tomorrow so that I can upload it to YouTube for you to watch on Saturday. I am going to give you, I know I promised you a knitting update and I haven't shown you anything. I will do a knitting update. I also have an acquisition that I want to share with you. And yeah, we'll just see what the day holds. Yeah, I'm just going to eat my breakfast, finish my tea, and then we'll go chat in the craft room and I'll share some knitting updates, some reading updates, and yeah, so welcome to Thursday. That was a very roundabout intro, but yeah, just taking today slowly. Thursday is typically always my editing day. It's usually when I film the regular podcast and do the bulk of the edits. So that's what today is blocked off for. So because I'm not filming a full-on podcast, we might have a little more crafting time. I do also want to start spinning the March Club fiber. So I'll take you along for that. Prepping the fiber and getting it ready and starting that spin. So I'm going to eat my breakfast and finish my tea, and I will meet you in the craft room. Okay, breakfast is done. Tea has been finished. Sorry, my nails are in a state. So let's have a little project bookish update since we're not doing a regular podcast. Let's start with whips. So the baby sweater has 2 sleeves now. This is the Showered in Rainbows by Telly Bean Knits, who is Stephanie Lotvin. I've also done the bottom hem, and all I have to do is pick up around the top to add the collar. And I plan to do that today. We are going to do a rewatch of season 7 of Outlander because season 8 comes out tomorrow. I'm not ready for it to be over at all. So I love how the sleeves, while they don't line up stripes wise, they ended up being the exact same colors from the ball. So this kind of messes with my head because the stripes are just off, but the sleeves are the same length, but they got the same colors. So I think when he's wearing it, you're not going to tell. So yeah, I just have to do the collar and then I'll give it a block and then I'll sew on the buttons last after it's blocked and dried. The only other thing that has, again, gotten my time is the baby blanket. I think I was here on the last podcast, so I've done 2 full and 1, 2, 3, 4, almost a half of a third. So it's coming along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on the 8th stripe. Mr. Froggett has suggested that instead of, so I calculated my yarn. I've started the second ball of each color. I only had 2 of each dyed up. And I calculated my stripes. I get 4 full stripes per ball. So, which means I'm going to get 8 stripes of each ball or of each color with the yarn that I already have dyed, which puts me 2 stripes short of my original end goal. But Mr. Froggett said, why not just make, instead of, okay, this was the original plan, was this is the bottom or top of the blanket, we go up. I was going to do 18 stripes for 36 inches long. But he's saying it's a baby. Why don't you make the blanket go this way, where this is the top and this is the bottom? And then he said, you don't need to do the extra 2 stripes because it'll be plenty wide enough. So I think he's onto something. So I may just do excuse me, I may just do that. I may just finish out these other 2 balls, and it'll be, I mean, it's here and it is going down to almost my knees on my lap. It's pretty, I think when I measured it this way, we're at 30 inches, which is plenty big enough for a baby. So I think he might be onto something, and I think I might do that versus cracking into yet another full-size skein of each color to only do, I would only do 1 stripe of each color. Seems like a waste of yarn. So I think I will do that. I think I will just knit until my yarn runs out and call it done. So that's coming along nicely. That'll be great for Outlander watching. I still haven't touched any of my other whips. So yeah, hopefully by the next podcast, I would love to get cracking on that last sleeve on my Metamorphic, because I really want to finish that, even though we're looking at temps in the 70s here next week. Listen, I wanted like gradual spring. I wanted 60s, just a little bit of chill. I did not want warm 70s. Whatever. Do you remember my sweater spin? I know I showed it last week that I'm doing a sweater spin. So I'm spinning up this beautiful yarn. This is from Lair of the Llama, and this is her Terra. I'll take it out of the crinkly bag. This is her terracotta colorway. So she dyed all 6 of these for me at the same time. It's 100% Cormo wool. There we go. So I'm doing a 3-ply because I want to make a traveler pullover, the one without the hood. And I had finished the first 3 plies. And Mr. Frogget the other night so kindly put them all into skeins. You guys, look how beautiful she came out. I think I'm bang on my desired weight, which is like a sport to very light DK. Each of these weighs 4 ounces, which makes sense because I spun up 12 ounces. And they're each about 150 wraps. So approximately 300-ish yards. I don't think Brian got exactly 150. I think he may have done a few extra because my last skein was a little short. I only got 100 wraps and then a tiny mini from the 1 extra bobbin. So I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope it's enough yarn to make this sweater. I'm really, really hoping. I definitely spun my first bobbin from this set way, way thinner than the other 2 because there was a lot left over on that bobbin, which I did. I think I saved it. And I will see what might be left over at the end of these 3 bobbins. I still have to do 2 more bobbins. So I have 2 more braids left. So I have to spin both of these braids, each on their own bobbin, and then ply the second half together. So I'm really excited, but it also means I could technically start this. Look how pretty she is. Oh, I'm so excited. So that's a little spinning update. I have not washed this yet, so yeah. Loving how that came out. And then I have an acquisition. I have been wanting to join the Nest Fiber Studio Fiber Club for a while, but every time I've checked, it's been at capacity. So I checked again back in February and I thought, you know what? It's my birthday month coming up. March is my birthday month. if she has a spot, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to sign up for the year, treat myself to a fun new fiber every month. Every month when she shares the pics, I'm always like, oh, I love that color. So I did get in. So this is February 2026. This is called Moxie, and it is a merino. I think she cycles. I didn't join the Luxe Club. I just joined the regular club. I think she cycles between the fibers. But look how pretty. So I only signed up for the single subscription because as a subscriber, you can then, like, once you get your fiber, you can then go in. If you say, oh, I really like that and I want to make a bigger project, you can go back on the website as a club member and buy more. So you could get a single subscription every month or a double, but I'm really trying not to increase the amount of fiber that I bring into the house by a ton, because I'm also keeping a braid from every book club month. So I just figured I'll do the single, and then if I get a color that I absolutely love and I think, yes, I want that to be, you know, a shawl spin or a sweater spin, then I can go back in and buy more braids of it. So there she is. It's very, very pretty, and it feels really nice. So that's my acquisition. So I'll be getting just a bump of fiber every month, and we'll see how we go. My little treat to myself. Let's do a reading update. Still reading A Reign of Rose. So last book in this Sacred Stones trilogy, and I'm loving it. I think I'm over halfway. I'm sitting right at about like 48%. I am here. I have to read this much yet. And then I'm listening to our March book club pick, which is Never Ever After by Sue Lynn Tan. And I'm not very, I mean, I'm kind of far. I'm 90 pages, chapter 13. But I am listening to this because I love Natalie Naudus, who is the narrator, I think, for all of Sue Lynn Tan's books. She narrated Daughter of the Moon Goddess. She narrated Immortal. She's narrating this. I love the way she brings these stories to life, and she's really good at the Chinese pronunciations of all the names, where for me, in my brain, if I'm trying to read that, I would make something up. So anyway, I'm loving this. It's a fight whenever I want to read to decide which one do I want to read. Luckily, this is on audio, so I can listen to this while I'm cleaning up the dishes, spinning, knitting, doing my work. I can listen to this, whereas this I'm reading with my eyeballs. So I'm saving that for like bedtime. I think that's all the updates. I do want to spin a little bit today. I really want to pick up this collar. I always put it off because I think it's going to take so long. But the other night when I picked up this bottom border, I was watching, I don't know, probably a podcast on YouTube, and I just sat and picked it up, and it was really no big deal. And it's only then 8 rows of knitting and you're done. So this is not going to take very long. I need to just sit down and do it and get it done. That way I can get it blocked, and oh, it's so cute. And then it's ready for him. He's due this month. So I definitely want to get the sweater done because it is tiny. Like, this is only going to fit him as a newborn. And that's fine. So, yeah. Want to get that done. I think I will. What else? I think I will split my fiber, my March club fiber, and start spinning that because I really want to spin that. I'll take a break from the sweater spin spin up my March fiber. That doesn't take long because it's only 4 ounces, and I'm doing a 2-ply for every one. And yeah, I think my goal is to keep each month and then use them together. I think that's the goal, is then next year I'll take all of my hand spun from this year's club, because I'm not keeping, well, I am keeping like a skein, but I'm only keeping a half set, and I'm putting it in the bibliophile. So I'll have a finished object with every month of club color, and then I want to use all my hand spun together, because I have, let me grab January's and February's. Okay, so this was January's spin. This is February's. Let's see. How did I do? Oh, actually pretty close. I got 240 wraps from January, so approximately 480 yards, and I got 232 wraps from February. So I love that you're gonna get a gentle, like I said, club will not fade, but each color will bleed into the next in some way. So there's a lot of purple in this, and there's a little purple in February. And then March's fiber has just a touch of like this buttery yellow and a little bit of a bluey purple to guide us into the next. So I think they're going to look really great together. And I'm thinking it might be fun to use them in a blanket. I could do another granny square blanket like I did for 2025 club. That might be what I do. I love the way they look together. Or I could just crochet like a granny stripe blanket. Because these won't have, you know, like the mini to go in between. So these would just, you know, go one into the next. Maybe I'll do that, a granny stripe blanket. That could be fun. That could be fun. I could actually even start that this year. Now this one has been washed and thwacked, and you can see it's like much nicer. It's smooth. This one has not been washed or thwacked. So this one needs a good soak, which is why it's in a different basket. This one has been washed and set and is ready to go. Yeah, I could actually maybe do that this year. I could spin it each month and just put it on. I don't have a blanket on the needles other than the baby blanket. So once that's done, a crochet blanket is just so quick. So I might do that. That would be so fun. And crochet goes really quick. I wouldn't have any leftovers because I would just use it until it runs out and add in the next. Okay. Thanks for talking through that with me. I did add, you saw the books that I got yesterday. I'm not going to show them to you in depth. Yeah, I got everything that I went to the bookstore to get. It was a perfect day to go to a bookstore because it was rainy, it was chilly, it was dreary, and I love to go to any bookstore on a rainy, dreary day. It just feels perfect. It was also extremely busy, which is why I did not film much, but I did get 5 books, and yeah. March is no holds barred for me for books. Like I said, it's my birthday month. I'm actually wanting to plan like a spend a bookish day with me video, because there are two really amazing indie bookstores within an hour away from me, probably less than an hour. There's one up in what is the name of the town? Enola? It's called Cupboard Maker Books. I've never been, but we pass it every year when we go to our one show in Northern PA. And then there's another one in Harrisburg called the Midtown Scholar, which I've only seen pictures of, but you guys, it's like a 2 or 3 story bookstore. Be still my heart. So, yeah, I want to take a day and just go to each bookstore on the same day, because they're generally within the same area, and just spend the whole day at these bookstores, because they have used books, new books. A lot of indie bookstores get signed editions of books. So that's like a birthday wish. So Brian, that would be a great little, hey, it's your birthday month this month. How about I take you to these 2 bookstores? Wink, wink. But I did add them to my reading journal. And yes, I have left a lot of dots for March because it's my birthday month. I'll get as many books as I want. There's actually not a lot of books on my list to get. And I've gotten, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 2 of them I already have pre-ordered because it's the new Abby Jimenez and the 3rd book in a series. So there's not that many left. But I always seem to find something. Also, you guys, the spring book boxes are arriving. And last night I started getting some messages from some of you that have gotten your book boxes. I got another one this morning just telling me how much you're loving them. And I cannot thank you enough for loving them the way that I do, and for letting me know that you love them as well, that my vision has come across the way I wanted it to. We don't think cozy when we think spring and summer, but that is exactly the feeling that I'm trying to evoke with these boxes. Is even if it's 100 degrees outside, you can take a cozy moment for yourself to grab that book, grab that knitting or crochet or any type of project, and just take some time for yourself. So thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you for trusting in me and getting a book box. Thank you for sharing the posts, even if you couldn't get a book box. I got another order this morning. So as of today, Thursday, March 5th, there are 2 book boxes left. So I'm really excited. They're going to start arriving here today, tomorrow. Like, they should really start arriving in droves now. So I thank you. I've already got themes, 2 different themes picked out for next year. So I have to decide on one. And if whatever one I don't use for next year, I will use for the following year, because I see this continuing, because I'm having such a great time. And there's so many ideas in my head for future book box. I have all of this year's book boxes planned out for all of the items, what I want to put in, what's definitely going in, because my goal is to always keep it in that price range of $75 to $85 max. So if I can't keep it under 85, then something gets taken out so that I can keep it under 85. So just thank you so much for the love and the support, and for loving the book boxes as much as I do. I'm very, very excited. We are working with another small business, another small maker in the industry for the summer and possibly the fall and the winter as well. We talked yesterday and we've been bouncing ideas back and forth, and yeah, she's got some great ideas. She loves my ideas, and if I can bring her on board, it's gonna be something special. So, just wanted to say thank you, especially with us not committing to shows next year. I can really, hi Koopy, I can really lock in on these books or these book boxes and just continue to make them something unique and special and fun. So thank you so much. It means the world to me. It warms my little heart when I get the random messages saying, I got my spring book box and it's even better than I thought it was. So yeah, I'm loving that. That is what it means to own a small business, is that every time I get a notification that I sold something, my little heart goes pitter patter. It never gets old. Even at 9 years, every single order that comes through never gets old. When you're in the trailer and I see you grab that yarn and you walk up to my checkout counter, it never gets old, people. Just know that for a small business, every sale means the world. I never take a single sale for granted. I did not know if we would sell all 25 of these book boxes. We took a shot by increasing it because our anniversary box last year and our Christmas box last year, we only did 20 and they sold out quickly. Now these have not sold out as quickly, but I also think it hasn't even been a week and I'm down to 2. Koopy. Yeah, so we're already down to 2. It hasn't even been a full week. And I think that allows people who need to wait till payday or just, maybe they're not followers and they, the algorithm finally puts us in front of them and they're like, oh, I hope they still have one available. So I think we'll keep it at 25, especially now that they're starting to arrive and people are seeing what's coming in the boxes. Every box will be different. The only thing that will be the same for every box is a book and a charm and yarn in some form. We might change the put up. Not every box, maybe not every box will just be a sock set. We might switch it up somehow. So we'll see. So thank you for trusting in me. Thank you for trusting in, these book boxes. And I truly, truly hope that they bring you some joy and that, yeah, I can't wait to see all the amazing things that you're going to make with them. So I think I'm going to wrangle these pooches. This has been a 26-minute update. It's like a podcast, right? Yeah, maybe we will also put this on to soak because I could start a crochet blanket. I've not worked much with my own hand spun, so this is really exciting. I think we'll do that. We'll put this on to soak. We'll spin up March's club color. We'll put the collar on the baby sweater. Yeah. It's a craft day. What can I say? I'll take you along for as much as I feel is not boring. And yeah, I'll check in with you later. Love you lots.
Hey, I heard you got a new best friend. Yeah, it hurts a bit. I won't pretend that it doesn't matter that you're with someone else. In a way, that's how it's supposed to be. If I'm unable to make you happy, then it's for the better that you are not with me. That's why I wrote you a letter, 'cause you see, I write so much better than I speak. And I need to tell you, you were my best friend till the end. I hope I'll be happy without you, but right now I don't know what to do. It's hard to get over, you chose someone else, a new best friend. Feel like it was long ago. We were head over heels in love, thought it'd last forever, but somehow When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
So the February club yarn has been washed and beaten within an inch of its life, and now it's just going to hang here until it's dry and it'll get nice and springy. Look how good that looks. All right, in other news, I'm almost done spinning the first half of March's Club Fiber. We just sold the last Cozy Spring book box, and I got an amazing email from a customer. So Lee, if you're watching, thank you so much. That told me how much she loved the book box. And I've just been getting feedback all day, which just warms my little heart. I'm so glad that you guys are loving these and that you are seeing the vision that we were trying to curate. So it makes me feel good. It's been a great, great Thursday. I need to edit this, and I don't foresee any other things happening. It is currently almost 4 o'clock. So Brian just ran that last book box up to our post office to see Dan and give it to him. And that way it can be on its way to, I think it's going to Michigan. So thank you so much for spending the week with me. Yeah, you guys liked the last vlog. I know there was no dyeing in this one. But sometimes that's easier when I don't have a lot of dyeing and I have a little more time that I can do the other admin-y stuff. I did place the big base order yesterday, so we will have yarn to dye next week. So maybe I'll take a couple of clips in the studio. But other than that, I'm going to love you and leave you here. I just want to thank you so much again for all of the support and all of the love and all of the wonderful comments. You guys are amazing. We truly do love our community and our followers. So please remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind, spread a little love. I hope that you're in the middle of a great book or in the middle of an amazing project that is bringing you lots of joy. And yeah, with all that being said, we will see you right back here next week, same time, same place. The boys and I are going to sign off now. So have a great Saturday or whatever day you're watching this. I'll see you next week. Bye. Good morning. I was not anticipating filming this clip, hence the face, but I had such a great outro, and then I sat down to edit last night, and this happened. Let me turn you around. This is my computer screen. Do you see this? Yeah, my computer screen is shot. Yeah, it's my fault. I had my little hard drive sitting on like the ledge of my computer, and I had the lid just kind of part way down, and I sat down to edit, and I guess I pressed on the screen too hard. Either I did it or Koopy did it because he was excited and he jumped up. One of us pressed on the screen too hard, and with my hard drive laying there, it pushed against and it broke the screen. Yeah, so we spent 3 hours last night driving all around. We went to our closest Apple store, which is the whole way over in Lancaster, in a mall that apparently closes at 7 p.m. I'm a child of the 80s. The malls stay open till at least 9 on a weeknight and 10 or 11 on a weekend. So we did not know that. So we drove the whole way over there for nothing. Stopped at a Best Buy on the way home because my son, who's very tech savvy, said, "Mom, just get a portable monitor. If the computer works, you could still do all of your editing and your work via a monitor." So I stopped at Best Buy, picked up a monitor, which is currently how I'm editing the video. Otherwise, there would be no video. And I can do my work. I can still ship orders and all that stuff. It's not ideal because now I have you know, a monitor and a broken laptop. Doesn't she look beautiful? So fast forward to this morning when I do my research to see how much will just a screen replacement cost, because there's nothing wrong with the computer. I've had to pull out the froggy mug, seasoned Pottery. Yeah, a screen replacement for my MacBook Air is half the cost of a brand new computer. like we're talking $750 for a new screen. So guess who bought a new computer this morning? Because I'm not going to put $750 into a computer that is going to be 3 years old when I can get a new version, upgrade my memory with a warranty. So that's how my Thursday night went. Please pardon my appearance. Yeah, drove all over York and Lancaster County trying to get my computer fixed. Only to realize it's probably not worth it. So I have ordered the newest MacBook, just the Air. I did upgrade all of the memory and the storage, but I won't have that till Wednesday at the earliest. So I get to deal with this situation. Send help. Yeah. So you're very lucky if you get to see this video that it went up, because it almost didn't. I am able to edit it. Everything's saved. I am able to upload. It's just not ideal. Buying a new computer was not on my 2026 bingo card. That's a huge hit for a small business. But my son, who, like I said, that's all he does is tech. He said, "It's not worth it, Mom. It's not worth it. Not worth it to put that much money into my model." So that's how that ended up. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little update that my very upbeat, fun weekly vlog ended on a sour note. All right, I have to go downstairs and dye yarn and then continue editing the vlog. It's looking like we're about an hour and a half, but I haven't done the final edits. That's just been the quick edits. I have to watch it completely through, edit out all of the weird stuff. All right. Happy Friday. I hope that you're all well. I will say goodbye once again. Thank you so much for joining me for a vlog. Please send all the good vibes, the good juju, since I just had to eke out a lot of money for a new computer. There's no backup computers, folks. Yeah, there isn't. I could do some work on our iPad that we use in the trailer, but I can't do any video editing. I think I can ship from that one. I'm not sure. I've never had to print a shipping label or do any of that. I can't do website work from that one. So, yeah. Anyway, again, I hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys lots. Bye.